What's good? You're listening to Tower Pod. I'm your host, Inspirational. Chapter 474 is out on Webtoons Sunday, April 12, 2020. This review is considered FastPass as of when I record this. So if you're listening via podcast and you don't use coins FastPass, stop listening and wait a while. This audio will be up on YouTube right now because of quarantine times. Now, let's begin. Cha learns about members of his team that are actually still trapped by the 4th Squadron. So he looks pretty conflicted. As the leader of his hidden grove, he'll most likely do what it takes to save his team. Well, they'll probably be not joining Jihad, but probably breaking into the ship to take down Lightborg. We'll see what happens in the next chapters or so. If Cha actually does that or decides to attack Doan, his love. It's good that everyone comes to Bomb's help because everyone knows just how big of a threat Caliban is. While Chien he tries to provoke Karka, he is known for tricks and doesn't take people head on unless he has to. He traps her and goes to Bomb's side for support. Caliban, on the meantime, is getting a little rushed because he's ready to kill two of Jin Sung Ha's students. But Bomb is just support in this fight because when the chance comes, Bomb's goal is still to go for the wall while Karka keeps Caliban occupied. It's gonna be cool to see at least some of this fight where Karka and Bomb team up like when they woke up Yama earlier in season 3. Evan Cole and El Fation are the stars of this chapter. All the red flags, and we end up with this huge cliffhanger whether Evan Cole is actually dead or not by LaFave snipe. I'm gonna argue for the fact that Evan Cole is in fact dead, but let's break it down. Evan Cole is getting more and more restless because Bomb is facing Caliban, so she wants to get there as quickly as possible. She's moving quick and tries to finish off El Fation because he is the biggest threat in her way. Still, she doesn't know about LaFave, the sniper. LaFave claims to be a family branch head from Lopobia, but we don't really see any anima. Granted, not every branch leader would be tied to an anima, but he can fire twice a day to take out a ranker within the top 100, or top 300, which is a pretty big deal if he can actually back up his claim. LaFave uses El Fation as bait to slow down Evan Cole, knowing very well that El Fation will die for her to take the shot. But again, LaFave doesn't really care. LaFave knows how Evan Cole will have to close a gap to cut down the light bearer, and poor El Fation is straight up burned alive through the chest for the sake of Caliban, and Evan Cole gets headshot by LaFave. I like the fact that LaFave approached this fight to calculate everything down to the dot to try to take out Evan Cole. Now, although I don't want Evan Cole to die, there are many reasons why she isn't as needed in the story anymore, and what her death will lead to. We will get the transfer to the Flaming Elephant to a new host, so we'll probably see how these ancients move from host to host, and there's many on this battlefield that the host can actually choose. White as these devouring souls, but can get this power up, or because of the Swedish fish, Kun might end up getting it via flame to flame transfer. Rock might get it because his rocks have in the past resonated with Evan Cole's flames before, and Bomb might acquire it since, well, Bomb takes in all powers, and makes it his own, so I wouldn't be surprised if Bomb got it either. But Yu Hasang should also take on the elephant. I'll have a video probably either later today or tomorrow on who I think will end up getting this power. Anyways, Evan Cole had already completed and finished with Bomb's training, so Evan Cole isn't really needed as a mentor, and SIU can use this to showcase what war is like. Also, the fact that teamwork can take down an enemy stronger than the individuals of that team as a continuation of the last station fight. Both deaths will cause a significant loss for both sides, which is what happens in a high stakes fight like this. But we'll find out next week what the aftermath of all this will be. That's all for this chapter. Make sure to heart the chapter on Webtoons every time you finish reading, and comment to be a part of the community. If you get a chance, subscribe to get access to these reviews every week. My social media can be found by searching Inspirational on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Shout out to my designer. You can find his work on Instagram at JatinV_photography. Shout out to my editor. You can find him on Twitter at YoungObesity. Shout out to Adios on Reddit for the translations of SIU's blog posts. This has been Tower Pod. See you all next time.